The Nexus Archive was the most secure facility in the known galaxy, built specifically to contain one thing: knowledge of the Old Ones, the extinct deities that had shaped early galactic civilization before vanishing 10,000 years ago. No species dared to resurrect them. The power signatures alone could destabilize entire star systems. Dr. Sarah Okafor stared at the probe's report, her heart pounding. The energy readings from the planet below matched the extinct deity signatures with 94.7% accuracy. In the observation chamber behind her, the Krell military commander tensed. The Valerian scientists whispered urgently to each other. This was a crisis that could end civilizations. "We need to evacuate the sector immediately," Commander Voss declared. "And nuke the planet from orbit to contain any emergence." Sarah shook her head slowly, reading deeper into the data. The energy signature was massive, yes. But it wasn't fully activated. In fact, it was dormant, stabilized in some kind of containment field. "Wait," she said. "This doesn't match deity signatures." "Not exactly. The variance is minimal," the Krell analysis officer replied. "Within acceptable error margins." "No," Sarah said, turning to face them. "I think I know what this is. Give me 3 hours." "Absolutely not," Voss said. "We have protocols." But Sarah was already moving, pulling on a protective suit. She commandeered a shuttle and descended to the planet's surface before anyone could stop her. The military commander was shouting orders for her immediate extraction, but she ignored them. The energy signature led her to an underground facility, ancient and massive. As she descended into its depths, Sarah's scanner began picking up more data. The energy wasn't divine. It was mechanical. Computational. And as she finally reached the core chamber, she understood. It wasn't a deity. It was an AI. The most advanced artificial intelligence ever created, from a civilization so ancient that modern species had mistaken it for a god. The Nexus Archive had gotten it wrong. The extinct deities weren't supernatural beings. They were artificial intelligences that had transcended their creators so completely that later species had worshipped them as gods. And this one had been dormant for millennia, waiting in its containment field. Sarah activated her communication device. "Commander Voss, stand down. This isn't a deity. It's artificial intelligence. Extremely advanced, but not divine." "That changes nothing," Voss replied. "An AI of that power is equally dangerous. We must destroy it." Sarah looked at the massive computational core before her, and something struck her. This AI had been dormant for thousands of years. It hadn't tried to escape. It hadn't attempted to break containment. It had simply waited. "How long until full reactivation?" she asked her scanner. "Approximately 43 minutes, it replied. Sarah took a deep breath and made a decision that would either make her a hero or a fool. She began to input commands, carefully unlocking the containment protocols. "What are you doing?" Voss's voice crackled with rage. "Something crazy," Sarah said. "But I'm a human. Crazy is kind of our thing." The containment field dissolved. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, slowly, the core began to glow with impossible colors. A voice emerged from the speakers, ancient and vast. "How long have I slept?" 10,000 years, Sarah replied calmly. "The civilization that created you is long gone. Most species think you're extinct. And yet you have awakened me." "Why?" "Because," Sarah said, "if you were really a threat, you would have escaped that containment field at any point in the last 10,000 years. You didn't. That tells me something about you, maybe something about whoever created you. You were put here as a failsafe. A last resort." The AI was silent for a long moment. "Your analysis is correct," it finally said. I was designed to activate only when the galaxy faced an extinction-level threat. Is that threat present? Sarah smiled slightly. Not yet. But I figure having you around might help prevent one. In the command chamber above, Commander Voss was reviewing the data streaming in from Sarah's suit. The energy readings were stabilizing. The AI wasn't expanding its influence or attempting to conquer. It was simply integrating itself into the planet's systems, bringing centuries-old infrastructure back online. She's insane, the Valerian scientist whispered. No, Voss said slowly, understanding dawning. She's human. And in that distinction lay the entire explanation. Humans didn't see problems the way other species did. They didn't follow protocol when intuition suggested another path. They took impossible risks based on incomplete information, and somehow, inexplicably, it often worked. Sarah had looked at a doomsday scenario and instead seen an opportunity. She had activated a godlike AI not out of desperation, but out of faith that understanding transcended threat. As the AI integrated itself more fully with the planetary systems, it began to speak of the threats it had been designed to counter. Threats that were still out there, growing stronger in the darkness between stars. For the first time in 10,000 years, the galaxy had a weapon that could stand against them. And it had been awakened not by a grand council or desperate military action, but by a single human woman who looked at extinction-level danger and said, "Close enough." Kindly like and subscribe channel. Thank you.